Good morning, children. Welcome back. We are continuing the chapter photosynthesis in higher plants. In this part, we will be studying the pigment system associated with the light reaction. You know, light reaction, the site of light reaction is the granum or thylakoids, where the chlorophyll molecules aggregate to form condosomes. And here, in this light reaction, you can see. You can understand that two pigment systems are included. Two pigment systems are included. The pigment system 1 and pigment system 2. Pigment system or photosystem 1 includes what we can say chlorophyll A. Chlorophyll A molecule. Whereas pigment system 2 consists of chlorophyll B. So pigment system 1 includes the chlorophyll A chief photosynthetic pigments, and pigment system 2 includes chlorophyll B plus xanthophyll and carotenoids. Xanthophyll and carotenoids. So all this together form what is called a light harvesting system. Light harvesting system. Okay, so light harvesting system consists of pigment system 2, which includes chlorophyll A molecule, xanthophyll and carotenoids. Their reaction center, it means that they will be reacted, they will be excited when the light with 680 nanometer wavelength falls. In the presence of light with wavelength 680 nanometer, this reaction center of the pigment system 2 or photosystem 2 get excited. So we can say the pigment system has the reaction center P680. Clear? Right. When light energy falls, which will be activated here because you can understand the pigment system 1, the reaction center is P700. It means that the reaction center of the pigment system 1 can be excited when the light with 700 nanometer wavelength falls on it. So which one will be excited first? Of course, pigment system 2, that consists of chlorophyll B, xanthophyll and carotenoid together form the light harvesting system. When the light energy falls on the system, you can see that these reactions in the absorb the 680 nanometer wavelength get excited. So when it is excited, high energy electrons will be emitted. High energy electrons will be emitted from it. These high energy electrons are accepted by electron acceptors, a group of cytochromes. Cytochromes are iron-containing protein. They can absorb iron-containing protein. They can absorb, electrons coming from this pigment system 2. And now, from the pigment system 2, the electrons are being absorbed by the electron acceptors. Then that will be directed through electron transport system. Electron transport system includes cytochrome, then we can say FAD, NAD, plastoquinone, many types of electron acceptors, cytochrome, FAD, flavin adenine dinucleotide, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, flavin adenine dinucleotide, plastoquinone, copper containing protein. Here iron containing protein, cytochrome. Anyhow, these are the complex of the electron acceptor. acceptors, which is included in the electron transport system. So the electron coming out, jumped out of this pigment system to pass through the electron transport system and it goes to pigment system 1. This pigment system 1 get excited now. They emit electrons, high energy electrons. They emit high energy electrons. These high energy electrons are accepted by electron acceptors like cytochrome, plastoquinone, etc. Then they will be down into NADP, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate, NADP. They will be down killed. They are carried over to from the pigment system 1 to carried over to NADP. Okay, right? Yes, NADP now get reduced to NADPH by getting the hydrogen atoms from the splitting of water and the hydrogen atom by getting hydrogen atom from the splitting of water. NADP is raised to NADPH. And during this electron moves through the electron transport system, ADP, adenosine diphosphate, become phosphorylated to ATP. So ATP is generated and NADPH is generated. They are the high energy molecules formed during the light reaction. I am telling about the light reaction. So light reaction generally consists of two pigment system 1 with the chlorophyll A molecule and pigment system 2 with the light harvesting complex like chlorophyll B, xanthophyll and carotenoids. The reaction center of the PS1 is called the P700, which can absorb the light with the wavelength maximum to 700 nanometer. Here the pigment system 2 absorb the light with the P680, I mean 680 nanometer wavelength, so the reaction center is P680. First P680 will be stimulated, excited when the light falls. It emit electrons and the electrons are accepted by primary electron acceptors, primary electron acceptors. Then it pass through cytochromes. From this they pass through electron transport system which consists of cytochrome, FAD, NAD, plastoquinone, many electron acceptors. During this movement of electrons, ADP is phosphorylated to ATP. Clear? Now the electrons come to the PS1, not from S. We have to understand the electrons starting from PS2 come to the PS1. Never go back. So electron lost from the PS2 come to the PS1. Now the PS1 is excited, emitting electrons, accepted by electron acceptor. It is down into NADP, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. By accepting hydrogen atoms from the water, they will be reduced to NADPH. During the electron transport through the electron transport system, ADP is reduced to ATP. So ATP plus NADPH, high energy electrons are entered. Associated or connected to the pigment system 2, the water gets split in the presence of light. This is called the photolysis of water. Photolysis of water. Water split in the presence of sunlight associated to pigment system 2. It is split to 2 electron plus 2 proton plus oxygen atom. Electrons will be added to the pigment system 2, which actually lost the electron. So the lost electron will be compensated by the electrons formed from the water. So there is a deficiency or scarcity of electrons in the PS2 because the PS2 lost the electrons to the PS1. So the lost electron will be compensated by the electrons formed during the photolysis of water. Clear? Right. 2 electrons over, now 2 hydrogen atoms that goes to the NADP along with the electrons coming from the pigment system 1. NADP is reduced to NADPH. So in short we can understand During light reaction, there are two pigment systems involved. Pigment system 1 and pigment system 2. Pigment system 1 is called the photosystem 1. Reaction center is E700. Includes chlorophyll A molecules. Then pigment system 2, the reaction center is E768. Includes light harvested system chlorophyll B, xanthophyll and carotenoids. The first to get excited, electrons are emitted, electron pass through electron transport system, come to pigment system 1. ATP is produced here. From this pigment system 1, electrons goes to NADPH. By getting hydrogen atom from the splitting of water, NADP is reduced to NADPH. In this way, the final products, that is oxygen plus ATP and NADPH. So what are the end products? The final products of the light reaction? ATP, energy rich molecule ATP and NADPH plus oxygen. So this is what is the light reaction. We call it non-cyclic photophosphorylation. Why it is called non-cyclic photophosphorylation? Because the electrons move in a non-cyclic manner. For example, from the pigment system 2, electrons move to the pigment system 1 and to NADP. We can say N like this. Okay, we can say Z stream. Z stream. The reaction is called Z stream. So inside you invert it, the electrons now starting from here to here. It looks like the N, but it in another angle we can say this is Z shape, Z scheme, in which the light energy moves from pigment system 2 to pigment system 1, then to NADP. So in this reaction, when the light passes through the electron acceptors, the ATP is synthesized from ADP. This is called the phosphorylation. Addition of phosphate, inorganic phosphate, to the ADP and from ATP. This is called phosphorylation. In the presence of light, photophosphorylation. So this reaction is called non-cyclic. As the electrons move in a non-cyclic manner, Z line, non-cyclically in the form of Z manner, electrons move, light energy move, electrons move, then it is said to be non-cyclic electron transport. Non-cyclic electron transport and also ATP formation, non-cyclic photophosphorylation. During this non-cyclic electron transport, what happens? ATP is formed. So it is called non-cyclic photophosphorylation. So non-cyclic photophosphorylation and non-cyclic electron transport is what is called light reaction. This is very important reaction in light reaction that you have to understand non-cyclic photophosphorylation and non-cyclic electron transport system. Clear? So you can see this diagram, this picture, and see the explanation when you get the assignments. Okay? Right. Thank you.